All right, welcome everyone. Replay cast LuBu versus Scalding Sweat Cult. Let's not waste any time. Go ahead and jump right in to the action as I have no game sound. There we go. Should have it now, I hope. Or maybe I just turned it off. We are jumping into the match. Yeah, we have game sound. My headset turned itself. Give me 1 second here. Here we go. Headset had turned. Unsure why. Anyway, moving into the match. Going to be Battlefield of Eternity. This is Scalding Sweat Cult versus LuBu. In the bottom, Broom Boy on ETC, Viper on Anduin, Hoggle the Great on Hanzo, Broom G on Li Ming. Up in the top, Bashing, going to be on Imperius. For LuBu, currently in the stealth, is Alan Hicks on Joanna, Streakwing on Lucio, Suikoden on the Tassadar, Bandit going to be on Vala, and up in the top it is Spoticus on Tyrael. Map mechanic here is going to be that fog. So you see right now, Alan Hicks dropping into the bush to get that stealth. Both teams using that well. That'll last for the first 2 minutes of the map. I actually don't know what that means. I don't know what LLKM means. I know what Good Luck High Five means. Maybe Little Kim. Maybe they think one of the members of the other team is the rapper Little Kim, and they're just like, hey, just on the off chance, I just want to say Good Luck High Five specifically to you. Maybe that's it. I mean, it's a strange thing to think, but who am I to judge? We all have our delusions. For instance, I think I'm a good caster. Both teams keeping tabs on that bottom siege camp. Hanzo with the vision arrow recognizes the enemy team's walking away. Nobody pulling the trigger on this camp yet. It would be unwise to do so while the lane needs a good soak-in. Ooh, power slide in, looking for it. Tyrael has come down. And actually, Broom Boy in a bit of trouble here, and Spoticus with the nice flank getting the finish. A good rotation there, as you can often do that against the Imperius. Due to the Imperius' lack of wave clear, we should be able to pick up most of that soak. And that will enable the siege camp bottom to be picked up. And now, 2 minute 25 seconds, 5 seconds till the Immortal alarm goes off. So we're seeing Anduin and Hanzo start to make that rotation now. Vala Stukov going to do the same. Take a look at those level 1 talents. Also, I'll get the gate off my... There we go. I'm going to stick with my answer to that. So apparently it means love lots, kill more. I'm going to stick with my interpretation that he actually thought that Little Kim was on the other team. And I think that's the real one, and I think right now that's just a weak cover. Right now, in the burn position is LuBu. They want to go ahead and get this started. I don't know why my sound just went out. I hope that wasn't too long ago. Strange. Well, hopefully it's fixed now. Seems to be. ETC gets caught behind the gate and blown up. Really good test wall there. Good follow-up. Right now, it looks like LuBu really in a good position to get a big early lead in this game. They very well are likely to get this fort at this point. Vala helping to truck it with the Immortal. Alan Hicks is a bit low. Has the Iron Skin. Gonna be able to walk away from that. Please let me know if the sound is fixed. Not exactly sure why it dropped, but it has. Alright. Sorry about that. But now, Siege Giants being cleared up in the bot, just to generate some extra pressure. Expect to see a top rotation. You can afford to send Tyrael down bot here, too, just to pick up that soak. You're not really going to push with a Siege Camp this early in the game, as it's just going to get cleaned up. Typically. But if you can get a kill, maybe you make something happen. But they are looking like they're making a play. Ooh, Joanna stayed down. She does have Iron Skin if she gets into too much trouble. But Bashing now finds the spear. I don't even think he wanted to hit that spear, as it actually gave him landing lag. That's a situation where you really don't want to hit that spear. So good job, Bandit, not dodging the skill shot. Way to get hit. It actually worked out, though. If he doesn't hit that spear, he doesn't have nearly as much landing lag. He can keep running. That said, if he doesn't hit the spear onto Vala, Vala's still attacking. He may have died regardless, but a good flank all the same by LuBu, who are up big now. Now pressuring up this lane. I like the counter push, trying to get wall down bottom. Joanna is defending, and they don't have as much siege damage as the team with the Vala is going down. Level 10's here. It's the Blessed Shield, Rain of Vengeance, Black Hole, Flailing Swipe, and Judgment is the pick. And it's going to get used here. Who's it going to get used on? They didn't pull the trigger on that. I expected it to be used early. It's going to be now ETC. ETC gets pulled away. I think they could have maybe used it on Anduin when he was kind of down in this area below the fort. And tried to take that opportunity. Didn't get that engage they wanted. Maybe LuBu should have been a bit more aggressive there in my mind. Maybe a bit less patient. A little bit too much patient. That said, the Immortal Burns have started. Tyrael going up to the top lane to get soak for his team. Bashing doing the same. Level 10 still not here for LuBu. But without ultimates, you don't have that level 10 advantage, really. That said, they're going to get a lot of their ultimates back here in about 20 seconds. We could still see a big fight. ETC power slides in, gets onto Bandit. Here comes the re-engage. Level 10's just kicked over. Imperius taking Angelic Armaments, Wave of Force. Stage Dive is the choice over the Mosh. It's going to be Light Bomb. Hanzo still holding his, though you imagine it's Dragon's Arrow. Tyrael all over Bashing up in the top, but we're keeping our attention down here. Excuse me. Use the camera work there. Now, looking like this fight is just all over the place. I don't even know where I want to be looking. Oh, Vala gets deleted by Ogle the Great there. Absolutely deleted. And there's the Dragon's Arrow, securing the kill on the Tass, and now the chase is on. Flailing Swipe comes out, trying to buy space. Angelic Armaments. Oh my goodness. Ogle is, like, so you're seeing what he's doing with these W's. He's just nailing these W's. I mean, that is disgusting. Oh, and the big stun combo on the Spartacus. Spartacus is low and does not have Sanctification to maybe get himself out, and that is another kill. And so first 3 kills of the match coming here at a critical juncture for the members of Scalding Sweat Cult. Scalding Sweat Cult now going to have an opportunity to push with their own Immortal, about a 25% shield. There is a Kata in the bot lane. The ETC going to come down and handle that, but does have the stage dive, the global back top, and, you know, they'll have their ults here in about 20 seconds. It's a matter of making sure that the Immortal is still up for that long, getting some pressure. They want to get the wall down so the stage dive Judgment can get the most, or not stage dive Judgment, excuse me, stage dive Dragon's Arrow, get the most value. Spartacus on the flank, looking for the Judgment, looking for the target. ETC currently pushing up in the bot. Has the stage dive. Go pull the trigger. There is the engage onto Anduin. Turnaround spear. Silence. Here comes the stage dive. Just joining the fight fairly passively. Not using that stage dive to try to maybe pressure out any backline. Of course, you don't want to dive too hard under towers when the tower will turn and kill you. So maybe the right choice. But with that, now... this fort taking a lot of minion damage. Actually, bottom fort may come out worse for wear than the top fort. Although the top fort about to be facing some siege giants here. Keep in mind, while ETC can split soak because that stage dive didn't go the traditional split soak talent of Echo Pedal, instead taking Pinball Wizard, which is always a great choice into Vala because of her squishy health pool. Just getting that burst of damage can really set up an insta-deletion. Bottom camp picked up here by LuBu. Still no fort claim, so passive XP still favoring LuBu, who find themselves with level 13. Now, LuBu seeing if they want to invade this bruiser camp. ETC soaking the bot lane along with Anduin here. There is a Kata and a Khazra camp stacked up. They will have to deal with that. Right now, their focus is on getting their camp into the lane. But this Khazra camp is taking out this keep now. They need to clean this up. They have their camp in the lane. Top lane starting to push in. Khazra camp, though, will get cleaned up. Fort's still very, very healthy. Relatively healthy, I should say. Not very healthy. But now, with their bruiser camp pushing bot, you're seeing a quick turn to the burn on the side. Scalding Sweat Cult. Tyrael in the back, once again looking for that judgment. Gets interrupted out of judgment, but the silence comes in and kills Imperius. Good silence there by Streakwing. They didn't get the judgment off, but they did get the kill. And now Vala able to drop back and burn. Tassadar defending bot though, so this is temporarily a 3v4, and it will stay that way if Vala doesn't rotate in. Just trying to stall out halftime as much as they can is LuBu, but that said, they're gonna have to back up at the moment. Tyrael using the Holy Ground to try to get onto Ogle. Ogle's saying, I'm not in here with you, you're in here with me. Chases him over the wall, zones him out a bit. Now Spartacus quite a bit low. Dukov, by the way, did not go CDR talents at 7. Neither long pitch nor target excision. So he is dependent on that 16-second cooldown of his trait with no way to shorten it. That's going to be relevant in these long poke fights. They need to get the big kills, and they do. Stage dive comes in, though. Streakwing is low. Oh, the black hole saves Streakwing. No! Li Ming chasing with the wave of force. Another kill. A third kill. 2 kills favoring Scalding Sweat Cult over only 1 kill from LuBu. Now, Imperius working on this top along with Li Ming. They don't have as much burn, but they have enough. That said, 3v2 defending at the moment. Anduin and ETC going to find as much time as they can. Light Bomb secures onto Vala. Can they get the finish? Vala, 79 health, gets away. Oh! Viper with the W snipes. Well then. That was kind of fun. Hanzo's stuck clearing up the bot lane at the moment. Now rotating away. This is a very aggressive play, leaving Catapult bot. Okay, ETC's coming down to clean it up. ETC will have to stage dive in 8. So, okay, not as aggressive as I thought it was. Third Immortal of the game, getting stronger, 14-minute Immortal. It starts to burn down this keep. Down it goes. Look for ETC to stage dive around the time the enemy team's walking back through its gate. Tyrael on the flank, looking for a judgment. ETC did not take that opportunity. Still down here clearing, wanting to find his team. So 16 is here for both teams. Imperial looking onto the flank. Imperius missing the spear there. Iron Skin used. And this Immortal goes down. So does not get the entire keep wall. Pretty safe play from Scalding Sweat Cult. I almost said passive, but that almost carries a negative connotation, and I don't want it to. Certainly a safe play. By the way, thank you 9 viewers watching. If you want to decide the next match that I cast, at the end of Game 2, I will do yet another trivia question, and whoever gets that right gets to decide the next replay cast. That's after this match ends. I said after this next map, but this may very well be a 3-game series. I'm actually not sure who wins this series. I know I uploaded the replay, but I do the best to distract myself while doing it, so that way if I ever do cast a replay, I don't know who won. Because, fuck spoilers. Both teams, I was about to say both teams working on their bruiser camp, but it looks like they're going to bypass it. Are they going to make a play for top? There's nothing on top to make a play for. I guess they're going to clear theirs, and then I think they're planning to pick up their bruiser, but Imperial Tassadar are already over here, and so is the rest of the team, so don't think they're going to get their bruiser at this point on the side of Scalding Sweat Cult. I think they could have taken it when they had that opportunity, just because they knew if they were going to rotate top, it could get pardon me, engaged on. Sorry, horrible time to sneeze. Big stage dive comes in, stunned there onto Broom Boy. Angelic Armaments in the backline gets a ton of damage on the Bandit. Stukov heals it right up, though. There's the Judgment turnaround root combo. No, gets peeled out by Bashing. Meanwhile, though, Hanzo, isolated, goes down. Now Bashing having a hard time getting away from this. Does get the clutch Anduin heal. ETC power sliding on through, and they might have disengaged this fight. But that is still a big win for LuBu. Getting that kill right before the objective starts, as well as securing that bruiser camp. I should note that a rule is, a rule that I initially thought I would implement is that, I won't cast the same team twice today. And I plan to stick with that. I do want to be clear. That's that way, if you win, like even if your team's been casted, it's fine to win. You just have to pick a match that you want casted that doesn't involve your, in that circumstance. So I won't cast the same team twice today. Big power slide through. Imperius goes in the back line. Light bomb hits on to Vala. Angelic Armaments used. Bashing getting turned around on. Uses the Q to walk away. Getting some heals from Anduin. Vala very aggressive on this chase. Does have a shield at the moment. Condemn. Ooh, the power slide through. Judgment gets interrupted by the face melt, but Broom Boy is so low. There is the task wall. But Vala gets chased down, and that is a big kill in favor of Scalding Sweat Cult. Bashing still on this backline. Oh, Spartacus gets the chase onto Hanzo on the backline, finishing the kill. This Immortal is very low, but at the moment not able to burn are the members of LuBu. Looking in, looking over the wall. Getting some damage out. Judgment onto Anduin. No real follow-up damage. There's the spear. That said, starting to get a lot of that damage out is Tyrael. A lot of sustained damage. Just not really enough burn on the side of Scalding Sweat Cult. It feels like that's what's really preventing them from winning these objectives. That said, Holy Ground not going to save Tyrael from the spear, but Bashing is probably going to get popped here. And actually, that black hole catching Anduin on the backside may enable a re-engage, although it looks like LuBu wants cut of beef. Maybe some filet mignon. New York strip, perhaps. Nope, getting away. Keep in mind, though, this catapult has actually been hitting this keep for a while. Does finally go down to the minion wave. But there are definitely win conditions available now for both teams. Especially after this Immortal is done. Immortal certainly won't end game unless there's a lot of kills. That said, level 20, very close here by LuBu. I don't think this game has been one-sided at all. Suikoden. And I'm just taking a look. And also, come on, no spoilers. What saying one-sided tells me that this match ends 2-0. And that's not nice, because then whoever wins this game, I'm assuming, is going to win game 2. And if I'm right, you know, it's spoilers. It's like the worst spoilers that you can give. You might as well tell me that Star Wars Episode 9 is dog shit. That's how bad the spoiler is. By the way, it is. It's so bad that it's not worth watching. Spoiler alert. Star Wars Episode 9 has this huge twist. The twist is that it's a fucking terrible movie. It's fucking horrendous. I'm not saying... And every time I say that, by the way, every time I say Star Wars Episode 9 sucks, someone comes out and is like, well, Star Wars Episode 8 was bad. And? What's your fucking point? Like, and what? You know, Spider-Man 1 was bad. Spider-Man 3 was bad. Two things can be bad in the same universe. I'm going on a rant here, but it's because right now, teams playing around each other fairly passive. Top keep did not go down. It was a good defense there by the members of Scalding Sweat Cult to keep their keep alive. It's about as healthy as the opponent keep, all told. They do have the Siege Giants into lane, or the Siege camp, the Khazra camp into lane. That's going to have to get cleaned up. On the other hand, Bruiser camp top will have to get cleaned up as well. So both teams going to need to clear up camps, but level 20 now here for both teams. You do have the upgraded stage dive from ETC, the huge rate. Actually, did they go? No, because that's right. Light Bomb doesn't have a 20 upgrade. They almost went 5 ultimate upgrades, but Light Bomb doesn't have that. Oh, here comes an attempt at an engage. Judgment available. Goes for the Anduin. Here comes the Bless Shield. Actually, Bless Shield missed Anduin. Hit Li Ming in the back, but she was far enough away it didn't spread. And now the turnaround. Suikoden is going to go down to the stage dive. Streak Wing's in a bad spot. Light Bomb. Anduin is low, but keeping himself alive for the time being. Gets off a huge W. Hits 3 people, so the healing turnaround is absolutely massive. Now Hanzo looking for that kill shot. Can he get the Stukov? Stukov blows his straight heal. Now Ogle is low. So I think they're going to have to disengage this. Still, though, getting off that big engage, just not quite there. Good spread to disengage the Light Bomb by the members of Scalding Sweat Cult. Now LuBu on the back foot here, and they have given up halftime without getting any immortal damage of their own. And there's the spear. They found Tyrael in the bush. Power slide through. Here comes the Li Ming combo. They get the Tyrael. Good combo there by the members of Scalding Sweat Cult. Everyone anticipating ETC and Imperius just trusting the call that Tyrael was in the bush, following on through. And this is going to be a nearly 100-0 Immortal, and you got to think this ends the game. This will go bottom. Already setting up for the defense. Someone needs to clear this top. Are they all going top? I guess, I mean, this is a play. I just think that you don't need your minion wave here. If you're going to go top like this, you need to just crash the keep quickly and kill it. And then you can rotate and push with. I think getting all your minion wave up here is not doing you a lot of good, because look how far back this next minion wave is. It does have a catapult, but it's still really far away. Top keep, though, goes down quickly. But this Immortal already down to half shields and hasn't even started on this wall. That said, keep has gone down and ETC stepping on. This will split the members of LuBu. Rock in a hard place here. But the Immortal is almost dead, and the shields are still holding on their core. Here comes the Judgment. That was the big one. Oh, but the Great Cleanse saving Ogle there. Now ETC stage diving out. No! Frame before he gets up in the air, he gets popped. This Immortal will get the keep, maybe? Yes, it does. So they do get both keeps down, but they will be unable to end the game. And I think if they just quickly top-killed keep, and then they just ran bot with it, they could have supported. I think they might have had better chance there, but that's just like my opinion, man. How aggressive does LuBu play this? Do they go for... Do they go core? Ooh, big Dragon's Arrow. Oh, they get the Tyrael Ogle popping off. Ogle, the great player who's been around for a while, has some Division A experience, and really just ever since he's jumped on the Scalding Sweat Cult, I've been seeing their results get better, and I would watch out for this team come playoffs. They have clinched playoffs, although their seed not yet determined. Ogle jumps in, finds Bandit! And now the pings onto the core, my goodness. So many pings. ETC back up. He has the stage dive. He is going to jump in. Ooh, Bless Shield misses. They get the spear follow-up on the Suikoden. Down it goes, and this will be GG. And it was a very GG. That was a great game. But it will be Scalding Sweat Cult taking this one. Yo, that was a really good game. Scalding Sweat Cult gonna get the W. Alright, so taking a look at the stats, we have to do kind of a poor man's post-game screen. It's a little bit awkward. But here we are. Taking a look at the talents here. Talked about those. Also take a look at the stats. I'll go look at that damage. 66. He was just finding kills. Did die a lot. Very aggressive players sometimes get caught out, and that did happen. But 6 kills, topping the charts there. Really good damage numbers. Well, we're gonna set up for game number 2. We'll be right back. Stay tuned. All right. Welcome back, everyone. Next is Gaming Series. DB Smiley here. Where is my face? There I am. I was wondering when my face was going to show. With that, jumping into game number 2. Game 1. Good note, actually, I need to update which map we're on. Cursed Hollow. Game 1 of this series. Was won by Scalding Sweat Cult, so we're going to Cursed Hollow here. I actually don't know whose pick it was. As the website doesn't actually say that. Doesn't really matter, though. Wait, that's weird. Okay, Scalding Sweat Cult's the winner, but it says 0-1. What is going on? Oh, there we go. There was a button I didn't hit. Okay, anyway. Jumping into map number 2, we're just going to jump right into this game and hit play. On the left side again, it is Scalding Sweat Cult on Cursed Hollow with its Snowfall. Going to be Broom Boy on Joanna, Viper on Mephisto, Ogle the Great on Hero, Broom G on Mephisto, and Bashing going to be on Dahaka. And on the right, LuBu at Shriekwing on Falstad, Suganin flipping over to Healer onto Deckard, Spoticus on Malthael, Bandit going to be on Kel'Thas. Finally, Alan Hicks on the ETC. Good luck, high five, Little Kim, indeed. And here we go. Level 1's a lot of stacking talents. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stacking talents. Mephisto taking that bonus damage on W does provide a lot of wave clear, and you know, if the enemy, if he's able to stay on one target, definitely provides big bursts of damage. Oh, sorry, I may have misread that. Regardless, Ogle taking a lot of damage there. Living Bomb gonna add just a little bit more. Does pick up that soak all the same. Rotations coming here. Spoticus heading to the Siege camp. Anduin starting on the Bruiser camp with Mephisto. Mephisto does have that W Talus that will certainly help the camp clear. And actually, I like how they're doing this. They're getting them grouped up. This looks pretty practiced. Getting them grouped up in a way where Mephisto can reliably hit all 3 with his W. That said, doesn't have any cooldown reduction, really, because they're going against a camp instead of heroes. That is always one downside of Mephisto. Instead, level 3 ticked over by both teams, waiting for those level 4 talents. Falstad pushing pretty well into Bashing here. Bashing having to blow Essence just to stay in lane. Stepping up now, going to clear these, using the Burrow Charge to avoid giving Falstad stacks of damage. ETC power slides away there. They're going to have to soak out their wall. Both teams getting their Bruiser into lane. Siege camp, though, being held, and this is actually a smart macro play by Scalding Sweat Cult. You know, if the objective is in your Siege lane, you want to go Siege Bruiser. If the objective is opposite your Siege lane, you want to go Bruiser Siege, and they're doing that exactly right here. Now starting their Siege camp, maybe a little early, the warning just coming down now for 30 seconds. I mean, I think they can... No, this is actually the perfect time, because they'll clear it. I'm wrong. Caster's bad. Ignore Caster. Caster bad at hot. Caster stuck in plat. Caster not good. ETC in that bush, waiting for that power slide. Danger pings there. They're recognizing the likelihood of that. Ooh. Malthael does get spotted in that bush. Grabs a nice little Deckard potion, though. Just a nice little sip of Gatorade. You know, some red cherry Gatorade. Maybe it's fruit punch Gatorade. It looks more like fruit punch than the red cherry. There is a red cherry Gatorade. It's not very good. Turns your teeth red. The red dye is way too strong. Oh boy. A lot of damage from both teams, but it looks like LuBu starting to fall behind a bit more. A big Ruby from Deckard could change all of that. Looking for the root. There it is. Catches 2, but they managed to get out. So the Ruby actually not doing a ton there, but it's enough to keep the health bars a little bit more full for the members of LuBu, who have a bit better position right now. Sukanen, though, getting engaged onto the back line by Kira, who gets dots on everyone. Dots up on every time. I need more dots. Come on, hit it like you mean it. More dots. More dots. Okay, stop dots. I don't know why I felt like referencing that meme there. This is turning into a very long objective, and frankly, if you're Scalding Sweat Cult, you are happy to stall this. You don't even care if you win. You just want your Siege Giants staying top, continuing to wreck face. Gotta disarm the living bombs. Ooh, spread to Boomg there. Broomg there. A little bit unfortunate. The two brooms not really on the same handle there. That was a fucking stupid-ass metaphor. And I actually, though, I'm very serious. I love this stall tactic. Look how much value the Siege Giants have got up in the top. And now they might actually be able to get a kill. Ogle goes down, though. Spartacus still alive. Broomg very low. Spartacus self-sustaining back up to 300, which all told is a lot healthier than he could or maybe even should be. They finally get the channel. Take a look. Top wall completely down. They do get a bottom turret to equalize somewhat. We're recognizing that Malthael has to go top. Actually, Falstad is going to fly top. Looks for maybe an opportunity to do, neither team going for boss yet. It is a bit early. Certainly doable. Maybe you'll see a boss attempt after the next objective. It is bottom left. So the winner, if they manage to get some kills, does have that opportunity to go bottom left. Snow's starting to fall again, so we are going to get those shields. Keep in mind that if this is the last game of the series, after the game we will do a trivia question. Whoever gets it right gets to pick the match to be casted. However, I will not cast a team I have already casted today. So I will not cast either LuBu or Scalding Sweat Cult again, nor will I cast Team Training Wheels or Respect the Goose again today. Dugan going for the channel. Anduin gets the stall. And I love this. They're synchronizing their stalls really well right now. Mephisto gets the stall. They actually get a kill on a Mephisto down here who is kind of isolated. So now an opportunity for Scalding Sweat Cult to actually get their first objective and not just stall. They do have a siege camp in the bottom that they have to worry about. Living bomb spread as well going to be a factor. Doesn't spread to Viper there, though. There's the gravity lapse, but a big set of rubies gets no value because the kill on a Mephisto, unable to step up, are the members of LuBu. They can throw out some stalls here over the wall. Here comes the Deckard root. Gonna interrupt. Deckard might have another W. He does not. There we go. Level 10's here. Less shield. I can never remember the name of it. What is it? Durance of Hate. That's it. It's the Root Ultimate. That's what it's called. As actually an immediate rotation here into boss. Isolation, Final Strike, and Light Bomb. I never remember the name of the talent. I know exactly what it does. A really fucking good root. If you get the enemy team stacked up, which Joanna is wont to do, then that will pay dividends. Looks like they're thinking about starting their boss up top, but recognizing the timing, saying, maybe that's going to be tricky. Still, they're going to go for it. Valstad coming up, he will provide some auto attack damage. Kel'Thas was clearing up the bot lane, so he's rotating now. Broomboy has to back, so this boss should get picked up, and neither team going to get a curse here off this tribute. See what happens. The boss has been cleaned up. Meanwhile, Scalding Sweat Cult, they have Kira back channeling, rest of the team stepping up the zone. Getting the dismounts. There's the Condemn. Flame Strike comes in for the interrupt. Oh, Alan Hicks Blue Mosh didn't have anyone nearby. As Billy Idol once sang, dancing with myself. Oh, I'm dancing with myself. I'm sure if Alan Hicks had the chance to ask the world to dance, he would. But for now, he's dancing with himself. And that does lead to the Malthael death. And that does lead to Tribute getting picked up by Scalding Sweat Cult. It was a good back channel and a good dismount. Flame Strike did try to get the interrupt, but just a hair late, and you can't blame Kel'Thas for it. Didn't do anything wrong, just great positioning there, and maybe a little bit late on the boss start. Boss down in the bottom, does get the fort, gets a little bit of damage on the keep, but not much, cleaned up quickly. But now a full focus onto this top fort. I love this. Getting that passive XP, getting that catapult every third wave in the side lane is going to be of value. That said, nobody here right now to channel. The minions will finish that. Will they get here in time for the stall? I don't think they will. Final Strike. Nope, Final Strike does get the stall. Ooh, and Dahaka is going to get stunned out, and there's the Light Bomb. We'll get onto Alan Hicks. I don't think he's getting out. Bashing is low. Does have the self-healing, though. Alive for the time being. Sleep barely catches Broom Boy with the Condemn, though, breaking himself out. But that is, once again, another kill onto the Malthael, and that is going to make it where they cannot step up. They now have to defend a curse on the side of LuBu. Scalding Sweat Cult with a chance to open this game up. 4 kills now. And won 3 tributes in a row to get that curse. And now with the fort already dead, they're going to push directly for this keep. After this game, I am going to post. I'm going to post the trivia question. I'm going to post a reminder in general chat and NGS. I'm going to give about a couple minutes for people to get in before I ask the question. The category: sports. Category is sports. Ooh, Living Bomb there on the Broom Boy. Gets actually knocked back, spreads the damage to Broom G. Need to be a little bit better with these Living Bombs. ETC power slides in. Does have the Mosh, but getting stunned out now. Silenced. Kira with the stun. Bless Shield. ETC goes down. Kel'Thas goes down, as does Falstad. And this is disaster for LuBu. Spartacus now going to go down as well. That is 4 kills, and that will turn into the last fort going down. And all this time, Topkeep taking damage from this catapult now. And that will likely spell doom. Deckard, he might be able to kill it in time. The minions will be able to kill it in time at least. But that said, Kira can come up and look for the finish as well. She is going to at least work on this minion wave. Dahaka stealing Siege Camp. They did not pull the trigger for that keep. I'm kind of surprised. I think it would have been valuable to send a couple people just to make sure they finish. Get that every wave catapult. But that said, generating some catapult pressure now in every lane, as well as that 60% XP bonus on the passive XP, being rather substantial, as they already have a 2-level lead. That will only grow unless LuBu finds some way to quickly equalize, but still 2 tributes needed by LuBu. Hoggle the Great grabbing the Siege Camp. Bruiser Camp going to get grabbed here by the rest of the team. Scalding Sweat Cult in good position to get the domination victory, though. Both camps synchronized well. I like the timing of it. As the tribute will be in the bottom left. That certainly favors Scalding Sweat Cult. That's that and top right are the hardest positions to invade. Kira hitting the longest grappling hook I've ever seen. The Light Bomb combo on Alan Hicks. Oh, the big root from Mephisto might secure the kill. It looked like ETC was going to get out, but he didn't. And there's the tongue on the Deckard Cain. Can they get the kill? Deckard self-healing through it. Can he get the big ruby? He needs to double back through his own rubies. No, he doesn't. He tries to walk away and get finished, chased down. Oh, no. And unable to get value off that rubies is LuBu. Broomji backing for some health here. Looks like wanting to go for the objective. Meanwhile, once again, nobody has just... I'm really surprised they haven't gone top and just taken this keep. I think it would be absolutely valuable. They had a 5v3 on the map. They couldn't afford to do it. They are going to take their boss, though. But it's just so valuable on these big maps to get the catapults into the lane. It really forces the enemy team to spend more time defending. It doesn't give them time to look for those comeback fights. Boss being taken in the top as well. Certainly the bottom boss more dangerous because there's no fort to rotate through. Deckard working on clearing up this objective. Deckard did not go Ancient Blessings, though, so he doesn't really have much wave clear. Ancient Blessings, by the way, gives a ton of wave clear, for those who don't know. It's actually a laughably ridiculous amount of wave clear and structure damage. Bruiser Camp gonna get grabbed as well. Next tribute is top. Not vital for either team to win. Both teams onto a single curse, but LuBu really can't fight over it. They need to send someone top to save keep. They need to send most of their team bot to deal with this boss to save keep. Nobody actually going top, so this keep will likely be lost here, you would imagine. Boss is dying very quickly, though, so that's good. Curse being grabbed now by the members of Scalding Sweat Cult. Top keep does go down. Boss prevented, though, from taking bottom keep at about half health. Siege Camp now being grabbed by LuBu. They need to start looking for fights, though, and now that they have that catapult pressure in the top lane, they're going to need to let Falstad do that soak and then fly in. But not the same global as, say, an ETC stage dive would be. It is still a limited global. And on this map, you can really only go from top lane to mid lane. Can't really go all the way to bot lane. ETC stepping up this bush. Looking for a gank, not finding it. Dead Siege Camp going to be grabbed here by the members of Scalding Sweat Cult. LuBu looking for the fight, but not really willing to get aggressive. Kind of just saying like, oh, maybe they'll walk into us. Oh, they didn't? All right, well, let's go clear lanes. And they're going to have to make a play now. This is really their last chance. They can't afford to let the enemy team get 20. They can't afford to let the enemy team get a curse. They have to win this fight, and they have to do it quick, because that Siege Giant, while it looks far away now, will get onto their core quickly. They are going for this Dahaka, the rest of the team rotating down. Great cleanse there. Now the sleep comes in, but the Iron Skin preventing it from getting value. Mephisto getting the ult. Mighty Gust not going to be enough, but Deckard has gone down. Now Alan Hicks does survive the poison damage, but now going back in, trying to peel his team out with the face melt. But that might be enough. That will certainly give the curse over to the members of Scalding Sweat Cult. LuBu on the back foot now. Level 20 on the horizon. Last chance to tell your friends to get in here for the trivia question, which will come up after this game ends. Again, the category is sports. You get one guess. If no one gets it within a minute, I will post it in NGS General Discord. Big mosh. Oh, but people actually, Mephisto actually blinked out of it because he came back. And they do get the ETC, and that might be the game. Level 20 is here. Kira goes in, and that is a kill onto Kel'Thas and Streakwing. Good engage and a good finish. Needing to back up, get some healing. Here comes the light bomb. They want this Malthael, and they're going to get him. Root there onto Deckard. That's going to be the last kill, and that will be the series. And Scalding Sweat Cult going to win the 2-0. So with that, congratulations to them on that victory. I update the scoreboard to let everyone know of their victorious status. There we go. So give me a couple seconds. Just posting in general chat. Get the stats up for everyone. All right. I'm going to give another minute. The category is sports. But let me run down the rules. So, rules of this question are as follows. And I'll show the talents here. Rules of this question are as follows. It is a sports question. You will have a minute to answer before I post it on NGS General. The first correct answer posted by timestamp gets to choose the replay. However, you cannot pick a game that features Respect the Goose, Team Training Wheels, Scalding Sweat Cult, or LuBu. Cannot be any of those 4 games. Also can't be Jailbait because, I can't cast my own game. That's not fair. However, any other game within the last week is fair game. With that, seeing any more people have jumped into chat. Last I counted. Okay, we have a few. You can, if you got, so Broom Boy got the last trivia question, you can answer again, and if you're right, you get to pick another replay. It just can't feature Scalding Sweat Cult or LuBu. So, here is the question. Men's college basketball is dominated by what would be called blue blood teams. In fact, a very few teams have won multiple NCAA men's basketball tournaments. UCLA has 11. The North Carolina schools, Duke and North Carolina, also have several. Kansas, Indiana. But let's not ask about the blue blood. Your question. In 2019, the University of Virginia won their first and only men's basketball tournament championship. What was the last team to win their first and only men's basketball championship? In 2019, the University of Virginia won their first and only men's NCAA basketball championship. What was the last team to win their first and only men's basketball championship? You get one guess. I'm going to post the question into general chat on Discord in 10 seconds. This is me typing it. Well, that's not fun if you Google it. I would never know. Posting it in general on Discord. Again, the question. In 2019, the University of Virginia won their first and only NCAA men's basketball championship. What was the last team who won their first and only NCAA men's basketball championship? I have posted the question in Discord. Wherever I see the answer first. Well, let me put it this way now. You get one answer per minute. Because it seems like people are holding their answer until they're certain. You get one answer per minute. Arizona, incorrect. Syracuse in 2003. Giant Dwarf posted that in general. Giant Dwarf, you are correct. Are correct. Florida won their first in 2006, more recent, but University of Florida also won in 2007, making 2006 their first, but not their only. What replay? So Giant Dwarf got it in Discord. It'll be the last replay I do today. Frankfurters versus Illa Dancing Queens. There we go. Okay, jumping into it. I don't know. Don't tell me I go in blind, no spoil. Alright, so we're going to do Frank's Verters versus Illa Dancing Queens. So I have the replays. I'm going to pull them up, and we're going to watch these games together here in about 10 minutes. So I need to check on the waifu, and we will go from there. I will see everyone back in just a minute. Take care.